Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing this evening? It is currently, let's see what time it is. It's a little bit earlier tonight. It is 10:40 p.m. And we just got back to the room about 20 minutes ago. And I actually wore my new black polo t-shirt tonight. But I think I'm gonna wear it on the plane on the way home, so I changed back into the pink shirt that I had on last night, which is why I have on the same shirt that I had on last night. But anyway, it's very, very windy out tonight. So I know that some people had a hard time hearing me last night, so I will try to speak a little bit louder, but if you can't hear me, I apologize. I don't really know what to say other than it's sit on the patio and do a vlog with it being windy or no vlog, and I want to do a vlog, so I'm gonna do a vlog here. But anyway, so hi, how are you guys doing? What have you been up to, Peter? Well, let me tell you. Last night, after I got done vlogging, was getting the vlog up, and then what did I do? Oh, I was like trying to figure out what show I was gonna watch. And I just assumed I was going to go in and watch Fear the Walking Dead, but I didn't know that Yellow Jackets season 2 had come back. So I watched, they've only put one episode out. There's only one, because it's like an episode a week on Showtime. So I watched the first episode of season 2 of Yellow Jackets. I like tweeted something out about it, and people were like, is it really scary? Because I would like to watch a new show. And it's really good. Like, it's a super intense show. If you guys don't know what it's about a girls' soccer team that they're like flying to a competition. I think it's in like the 90s, and the plane goes down in like the mountains, and so they have to like survive in the wilderness, and you don't really know like what's happened while they've survived there. It kind of like insinuates that like cannibalism and things have happened. They go back and forth between showing like the past and then in today's time, and like there's 5 or 6 of them that they follow, and there's like a mystery that occurs, and so they're trying to like solve the mystery, and the mystery has something to do with what happened when they were in the wilderness, but you kind of don't really know how to put everything together. And so people were asking me, they're like, is it really scary? Like Tanya even said something like she didn't want to watch it because she doesn't like to watch super scary shows. I will say it is kind of, like Tanya's like, I just think it straight up looks evil. It is kind of has that element to it, like kind of like a demonic element to it. So like, if that kind of stuff kind of freaks you out, like I wouldn't recommend it. But anyway, but I like it because I think it's a good thriller. Plus, Juliette Lewis is in it. I absolutely adore Juliette Lewis. Christina Ricci is in it. She is fantastic in it. Christina Ricci is so good in it. So I watched that, and then I had finished the book, Daisy Jones and the Six. So I watched the first episode of Daisy Jones and the Six last night. It's real slow. And I don't know, like Tanya was telling me she really likes like that Riley Keough who plays Daisy Jones. She is Elvis Presley's granddaughter and Lisa Marie's, who I think she just recently passed away. It's her daughter. She's beautiful, she's gorgeous, but she's not like what I imagined Daisy Jones to be like. I don't know how to explain it, but, which I think sometimes is like the hard thing in like, you know, book adaptations to movies or TV shows. Because you have this like fixed idea of like from reading the book of like how these characters look. And so like for me, like in reading To Kill a Mockingbird, like Scout, Jean Louise, she looks and acts so much to me, like in the, you know, in the book to movie adaptation. And there's like Fault in Our Stars, very similar. Did I tell you guys that John Green was on our plane on the way down here? I don't think I told you guys that. So when we were on our way down here, John Green was standing in line to like get on first class, and I was like, oh my god, John Green is like on our plane. And he was very quiet, baseball hat like pulled all the way down. He had like a tweed coat on, And I couldn't, like, I was like, I wonder why he's going to Miami other than like a convention or like a speaking thing or whatever. I mean, I don't know the life of John Green, but John Green, the author, and he was part of the Vlogbrothers, or he is part of the Vlogbrothers and stuff like that. But anyway, when I passed him on the plane, I was actually, so we were sitting like in, like, I can't remember, like row like 10 or something like that. So he was like 4 rows in front of me to the left, and I could see him. He like slept the whole ride down here, but when I passed him, he had like his head down and he was like looking at his phone. He had a baseball, like a baseball cap on, and it said something about Wimbledon. And there was some tennis thing going on down here when we were here, because there were a lot of people that were here for like this tennis convention or something. I don't know what it was. Tennis championship, I don't know. So anyway, so I'm kind of wondering if he wasn't down here for that. But anyway, he didn't talk to anybody. He didn't interact with anybody. I've approached him a couple times in Indianapolis and tried to say hi to him. And I actually made a whole video about this on YouTube, on my BookTube channel, so I'm not afraid to say it. It was called like "Don't Meet Your Heroes" or something like that. He was rude. He was rude to me when I like went up and I introduced myself to him. It happened one time at Whole Foods. It happened another time when we went to this hotel opening, and Alex was like, "Go up, he'll be friendly, say hi to him." He was not friendly at all. So whatever. But I do like his books. The last book that he wrote, well, the last fiction book that he wrote, Turtles All the Way Down, it was not my favorite. But I love his fiction books. I've read all of his fiction books. I have not read his last book, which was nonfiction, and I didn't read another book of his that's nonfiction. But other than that, I've read all his books. And I really liked, I haven't watched Looking to Alaska. Actually, I was looking on my list because they have it on Hulu to watch. Do you guys see how windy it is? It's like my hair's blowing all over the place. But I thought the book-to-movie adaptation of The Fault in Our Stars was fantastically done. It was funny because I can remember Alex and I went and saw it in the movie theater, and he was like, "You didn't tell me that this was like a tearjerker." Alex was like bawling in the movie theater. And then when we went and saw, oh shoot, what's the other one called? That was with Cara Delevingne. It didn't end the way that the book ended. But like, I thought the book-to-movie adaptation was really good, except for the ending, because it didn't end the way that the book did, and I didn't understand why they didn't end it that way, because the book ending would have been just as easy to film as the movie ending, and the book ending made so much more sense to the book, but I can't remember what that book was called. But anyway, so yeah, but I think that kind of goes along with the territory of when you watch like book-to-movie adaptation. So, I mean, I'm gonna watch Daisy Jones and the Six. I'm enjoying it so far. It's just really, really slow, and that is how I felt like, hold on a second, this is going out of focus. Come on now. And that's how I felt like the book was too. I felt like the book was really, really slow. But, like, I got to, like, the end of it, and I thought that the book was just absolutely fantastic. So, I mean, like, I was really glad that I, like, read the whole book, you know, and that's how I felt when I watched, because so many people have asked me, like, about all these Oscar movies. Now that the Oscars are over, everybody's asking me about them, you know, and they're like, well, what did you think of Everything, Everywhere, All at Once? I'm like, well, I mean, it's a journey to get to the end of the movie, but once you watch the end of the movie, you're like, oh my god, that was a fantastic movie, right? But you have to watch 2.5 hours to get there to kind of feel, I mean, a lot of it to me, like, was, I don't know, I didn't love the whole movie, but I thought that the sentiment behind it, and I said sentiment, not cinnamon toast, that's my new saying. I thought the sentiment behind it was beautiful. I thought the lessons of the movie were beautiful and things like that, so I was really glad that I watched it. And Daisy Jones was beautiful too, I thought, you know, and I love Taylor Jenkins Reid. It's also a book, it's also like, I mean, Taylor Jenkins Reid has had like 4 books come out since then, so it's like not her most matured book. And I was thinking about it, you know, like, so if you don't know about the book or the movie, because the show, Tanya told me that the show and the book are very different in some ways, and a lot of other people said that too, like in the comment sections of stuff, in my vlog, I think, but like, the way they tell it is very, in the show, is very similar to the book, in that you have people like flashing back and telling their stories of how it went, and that's exactly how the book is. The audiobook version is like all the band members, the manager, like all these people that knew Daisy Jones and the Six and things like that. So to write the book from that point of view, like, is very interesting. It really, 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 really reminds me, and if you like the Grateful Dead or Jerry Garcia, you should read this book. It's called Dark Star, and it's a oral biography of Jerry Garcia. And it really reminds me a lot of that, because it reminds me of, like, they have like 6 or 7 people that tell like of what it was at that time. People that were best friends with Jerry Garcia, like Gracie Slick, Chris Christopherson, and they go in and they talk about like what it was at that time, like going to the Newport Folk Festival and all that kind of stuff. So it's interesting. Mama Cass, the Mamas and the Papas, and they go and they talk about all that kind of stuff. That's kind of what Daisy Jones and the Six reminds me of, except for that it is a made-up band. So I don't know where she did her research, but to do her research and like have it be like, if you didn't know that it was a work of fiction, you would really think that it was a true story. But anyway, so I watched the first episode of Daisy Jones and the Six. That's gonna be slow for me to watch, because I just was like, I don't know. But it was so cloudy last night that I was like, I don't think it's gonna be super nice today, but I was kind of hoping. So then I had episode 14, 15, and 16 of Fear the Walking Dead on season 3 to finish. And I looked it up and I was like, how many seasons are there? Because the new season comes out in May, and it's the 8th and final season. So I have 4, 5, 6, and 7 of the seasons to watch, and each season has 16 episodes, which means I have 64 episodes to watch, not counting 14, 15, and 16 episodes of season 3. So I was like, I gotta finish this season. So last night I just like boom, 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 I sat down and I finished episodes 14, 15, and 16. It was really, like, some of those episodes are really like tragic and hard, but it was great. And then I started season, because I wanted to find out what happened going into season 4. So I started watching season 4, and they bring in a character, I don't want to ruin it for anybody, but they bring in a character that is like a major character from the regular Walking Dead. And I'm like, what is going on here? And I watched like half the episode and I was saying to Tanya on the phone, and she was so confused, because the first 3 seasons of Fear the Walking Dead are like completely different characters than The Walking Dead, because it takes place in California, not like Atlanta, Georgia, right? And I was like, or wherever it's supposed to take The Walking Dead. And I said, or the East Coast or whatever, and I said, like, are we just done with those characters? And she goes, what do you mean? And I said, like, are we just done? Like, do we find out any more about them? Do they come back? Or are we now, like, all on new characters? And she's like, oh, no. I mean, they come back in there again, whatever. And I was like, oh, okay. So then I woke up today around noon, and Alex was, like, opening the windows, and it was completely gray and cloudy, and it was, like, misty and rain outside and stuff. Gray clouds, like dark gray clouds over the whole city of Miami, the beach. Nobody was on the beach. So we're like, well, guess it's stay in the room. We had decided whether or not we were gonna go shopping or whether we were just gonna stay in the room, but it looked like it was gonna pour down rain. So Alex was like, what do you wanna do? And I was like, I'm totally fine just to stay in the room. It's so nice just to be able to relax with you and hang out with you, you know, in the room. So I actually went back to bed for like another hour. Alex ate some pizza and he was watching TV shows and stuff. And then I got up, and this is like a show that, I don't know if you ever do this like on vacation, but like, neither Alex or I watched this show, but now I'm completely hooked. We ended up watching like 4 episodes of Below Deck Mediterranean with Captain Sandy. I actually looked up to see what season it was. So they're like not binging, they're like doing like a Below Deck marathon, April marathon, because I think that the new season of Below Deck is coming out soon or whatever. Below Deck Tahiti is coming out, so with Captain Lee and Kate is on it and stuff. Tanya told me she's getting ready to have a baby, which I didn't know. She was on Traitors too. So I think I'm gonna start watching that one from the beginning. I'm actually thinking that I'm gonna like go back and I'm gonna watch like the 1,000-Pound Sisters. I don't know if that show is done or if they're gonna like like they have another season. But I'm thinking about going in and watching that, and like Sister Wives, and I'm thinking about like picking like a lot of reality shows and starting to watch them, and I'm thinking about starting to cover that on my drama channel, because I love watching reality TV. And don't get me wrong, like I love talking about the Trisha Paytases and the Jeffree Stars and the Jaclyn Hills and Shane Dawsons and all that kind of stuff. Like that's always interesting to me, but there's just not a lot happening to, you know, with it all. And if I could do like 4 videos a week, and one would be like about the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, and one would be about like Sister Wives, and one would be about, you know, like, and move my channel over a little bit more to doing like pop culture and reality TV, I think I personally would really like enjoy that more, because I don't want to like do these deep dive investigations into YouTubers that I don't know. Like I just don't know a lot about. Like people will reach out to me and be like, you need to do a drama video about such and such person, and I'm like, I don't know who that person is, so what am I supposed to do? You know what I mean? Like I don't want to do like this intensive research on one person that I may do only one video on, right? I would rather invest that time and energy going in and watching like a whole season of a show or something like that. So I'm thinking about actually doing that, and you know, going back and watching Potomac, going back and watching New Jersey, and then like doing videos of like the Real Housewives and all that kind of stuff. So I don't know, what do you guys think about that? I think like those are things that like really interest me. Why is this going in and out so much tonight? I don't understand. It's like the little square thing that's supposed to focus it. I think it's because, see, you guys are on this box of coffee K-Pods, and I think it's like rattling a little bit in the wind, and I think that's what's doing it. But anyway, I don't know, what do you guys think about that? You know, and then doing like more like covering like the stuff that's going on with Amanda Bynes, you know, because those are things that like, I mean, I know at first like people won't be real interested in that because they won't be used to me doing that kind of stuff, you know, or doing stuff about like I said, like the Sandoval thing that happened with, so I've been thinking about that down here a little bit, like how do I want to change up my channel a little bit, you know, like I don't think that the days of YouTube drama will ever be dead. I know that people believe that and they think that YouTube drama is dead. I don't believe that, and I think it'll swing back the other way. But I think that, like, I have to think about, like, what also, like, I get the most excited about. Because if I get excited about talking about something and I'm passionate about talking about it, because as much as I like making videos about these people, it's like, I don't want to do 5 videos a week on somebody, you know what I mean? Like, that isn't fun for me. It's a little boring after a while. Even if it's like something that I find interesting to talk about, it's like, okay. But if I were doing more, like if I could like supplement that, I would still do the YouTube drama. But if I could supplement that with other things, I think that would be fun too. So anyway, so we watched like 4 episodes of Below Deck today, and Alex and I were just like completely drawn to Below Deck. We're actually, did I tell you this? So when I get done vlogging, we're gonna watch the next episode of Ultimate Girls Trip Thailand came out today, so we're gonna watch that here in a second. But so then Alex was like, do you want to like get showered and go over to Lincoln Road, because last night it rained, or was it last night? Last night I vlogged after we went to eat. Oh, that's what he was doing. He was eating his leftover pizza. So I said, he was like, like the other night we couldn't go shopping because we got over there, you know, and then it was like raining and whatever. And he was like, but do you want to go over there a little bit earlier and go shopping? I knew he wanted to go to Zara because they have a Zara down here and Alex loves Zara. So he was like, do you want to go shopping over there? And I was like, well, I don't have really anything to buy, but you know, sure, if you want to go shopping, we can do that and eat somewhere over there. And I was like, my only thing is, do you think it's gonna rain? And he was like, I don't think it's gonna rain. He was like, you know, it's misted today, but it's kind of like that's passed over. And it seemed like it had. So we went to Lincoln Road and we were like walking around, and Alex was like, I said, let's just go to Zara, because I know you want to go to Zara. So he went to Zara, and when he was in Zara, I walked down the street and I needed like toothpaste. And so at the 7-Eleven, they had like this trucker hat in there. It was just like hanging on these racks by, like right by the checkout. And so I was like, I'm gonna get a 7-Eleven trucker hat too to wear through summer. I got a 7-Eleven trucker hat. And so anyway, I came back and I was sitting in front of Zara and it started to like rain a little bit. Not like heavy, just like a little bit. And then Alex and I, we were like, he came out and then he had bought like 5 shirts and a sweater. Real cute stuff though, from Zara. And he was like, are you ready to eat? And I was like, yeah, let's go eat somewhere. So we picked this restaurant called Taverna. I have a little surprise for you guys because I recorded us walking all through Lincoln Road so that you guys could see it. I recorded some of our stuff from dinner. I saved the videos on my Instagram story. They're from my Instagram story, but I saved them so you guys can see how hardcore it was raining. So anyway, we got to dinner and we had a fantastic dinner. We actually were sitting on like this table like right by, what do you call it, like by the edge, and we didn't, like towards the very end I started getting like a little bit of raindrops on me, but it wasn't bad. And then we waited there until it stopped. We both got salads. I had a Coke, Alex had a glass of wine, and a Malbec. That's what he likes. Malbec? I don't know if that's what he likes. I don't even know what that means. But anyway, and then I got the spaghetti pomodoro with basil, and Alex got the lasagna bolognese, and then I had a cup of coffee because it was like so pouring down rain that we like just sat there, so I had a cup of coffee. And then we took an Uber back to the hotel room after we waited until it like stopped raining. It was like 45 minutes we had to wait. So, but anyway, I'm gonna right now I'm gonna show you guys all of the. I like recorded like just like little snippets of us walking around Lincoln Road. So here is Lincoln Road in Miami, and here you go. Here's some of the clips. So we are walking on Lincoln Road, and we are doing a little shopping before we find a place for dinner. So I wanted to show you guys what it looked like. So you can see there's like stores over here, and then there are stores over there, and then there are like restaurants down the middle, see? And they're real cute. All these little restaurants are real cute like this. So I'm gonna show you some of Lincoln Road while we're down here. Isn't it so cool out here? People are so friendly and so nice. I love it all the way through here. They have these big animals everywhere that are all like painted. We are walking to Zara because Alex wants to do some shopping at Zara. This tree, how cool it is. There's my husband up there. He's going in this store, so I guess I'll go in the store. Alex is looking at these. He's looking at these linen shirts. Actually, he's looking at 2 things. This linen jacket for after the beach. And then he really likes these hoodies right here. So. Okay, I'm waiting outside of Zara because my husband is inside shopping. And I ran down to the 7-Eleven because we needed more toothpaste because we ran out of toothpaste. And so I was like, I have to buy a souvenir while I'm down here in Miami. And while I was in 7-Eleven, I found my souvenir. Are you ready for it? I'm so excited. My new trucker hat. It's really tight right now, let's figure it out. But it's a 7-Eleven trucker hat. So they had them just in there hanging out. And I thought, oh my God, these are so fun. So I'm sure Alex will have several new business outfits for work that he gets from Zara. And I got my 7-Eleven trucker hat. And there are so many cute little dogs down here that people are like walking down the street and stuff like that. And I just love this area so much. It's so much fun. Just like walk down and yeah, just it's a great place to people watch too. So I'm people watching right now. Well, actually, I'm watching you, watching me. watching you, watching me, watching you, watching me. But it's a great place to people watch too. So anyway, all right, bye. I wanted to show you guys, they have these signs all over here where you can like, with the QR code, and then it'll tell you about like what kind of palm tree it is. Look, they have them all over down here. It's really cool. That was a triangle palm. There's a limbo palm. There's a Saul palmetto palm. It's so pretty. So cool, isn't it? And here's all the little restaurants and stuff. Picking a restaurant out right now to eat at. Here's a large shark spotted in the wild. So we picked a restaurant. The restaurant is called Taverna. Taverna. And we are sitting here. Hold on a second. Here is my beautifully sexy husband. What are you gonna have to eat?
I can't say it on camera.
What?
I can't say it on camera.
Lasagna bolognese. So here's the menu. It looks like it might rain again, so if it does, we're gonna have to move our table, but we're hoping that we don't have to, so. Yum. I got spaghetti pomodoro and a Coke. Alex got lasagna bolognese and a glass of Malbec. Okay, I'm back. Did you guys enjoy that? Did you think that was fun? Did you see the rainstorms? It was whatever. It was kind of cool, you know, like just to sit out there. We're like, you know, that's what I didn't do is I should have recorded and shown you guys like the covering, the awning that was over all the rest. Well, you can kind of see it in some of them over the restaurants because it's like you don't get hit. And it was so funny because like all of the servers, like they were covering the food when they carried it out. But I felt so bad for them because they were getting like really, really soaking wet. But yeah, we had a good time tonight. Alex got his shopping done. He got what he wanted to do. And tomorrow it's supposed to be really nice here again. So it's like cleared up. I mean, it's still, the skies are still cloudy, but I don't know if you can see. But it's not like raining at all or anything like that right now. And I have not started my new book, which is How to Sell a Haunted House, because I have this towel out here in case it starts raining and I can like dry everything off. I wanted to start it when I was just like laying on the beach with my AirPods in and stuff like that. So yeah, that's it. Caroline sent out a mass text tonight and invited everybody over for Easter to her house, which will be really fun. So it'll be Caroline, Mike, David. I think David's girlfriend has to work that day. She texted, because everybody like was texting in there. And then Caroline's stepson and his wife, and then Alex and I. And that's who it'll be for Easter. It'll be nice. It'll be fun all day. That's a week from Sunday. Yeah. I don't know what show I'm gonna watch tonight after we watch Ultimate Girls Trip. I might watch, well, I found out that like on Peacock, you can go in and you can like watch like all of the seasons of Below Deck, which I'm now completely hooked on. I mean, I've watched episodes here and there, like when I've been at Tanya's house. So Tanya and my cousin Caroline like Below Deck. Like Tanya said to me today, she was like, that's probably Eric and I's favorite show is Below Deck. Caroline, my cousin Caroline, like she loves Below Deck. She's like obsessed with it. And Melissa is obsessed with Below Deck too because she loves Kate. from Below Deck, and I was like, Kate's on Traitors, you should watch Traitors if you like Below Deck. And I don't know why I just like, I don't know why I never like, when I was a kid I was obsessed with boats. Like my dream was kind of to like have a yacht and live on a yacht and stuff. So I don't know why like I never was that into that show or anything about that show, but I just really wasn't, you know? But like today, I don't know what it was about the show. Today I just kind of like got so into it. So I'm like, I think what I'm gonna do is, I think I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna watch. I always have a plan about this stuff, you know? I think I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna watch all of season 4, because that's the one we started watching today, and finish it. And then I think I'm gonna go back and watch the Mediterranean from the very beginning all the way through. And then I think I'm gonna go back and watch like Below Deck this, Below Deck that, whatever. Do I have my glasses? Oh, I do. I have my glasses in my pocket. Because I'm not sure how many each episode or each season has. Hold on a second. Okay, so the very first Below Deck, 10 seasons. And then Below Deck Mediterranean, 7 seasons. And then Below Deck Sailing Yacht, 3 seasons. Below Deck Down Under, 1 season. And then Below Deck Adventure, 1 season. Are there any of these that I shouldn't, oh, I just started it, I don't want to do that. Are there any of these that I shouldn't watch that are just not worth it? You can watch all of the Real Housewives of Potomac on Peacock. I did not know that. Real Housewives. Is New Jersey? Oh! All the seasons of New Jersey are on here too. But this is the thing. Yeah, see, they all have like 19, 18. I mean, they have so many episodes. 22, 24, 21 episodes. But that would be kind of fun to go back and watch it from the very beginning, wouldn't it? Real Housewives of New York City, 13 seasons. How many seasons has Atlanta had? Atlanta, we just watched the trailer for the new Real Housewives of Atlanta. It comes out in May. It's got 14 seasons. Beverly Hills, 12 seasons. Orange County, 16 seasons. Salt Lake City has 3, I think. Yeah. Dallas, I've seen all those. Boring. I thought it had 2 seasons. It says it only had 1. Dubai, already watched that. And Durban, oh, what is that? I never watched that. In South Africa, oh wow. That would be interesting to watch. I know like, you can watch like others from like all over the world. If you guys are Real Housewife watchers, put in the comment section below, like, what is your favorite Real Housewives franchise, and what is your must-watch Real Housewives franchise? The other thing I want to know is, what is your, like, you must-see, go-to reality TV show? Hold on a second. I'm gonna look and see. Google. 1,000. I have been so off the radar from Amy Slayton. I said something in one of my videos about Amy Slayton. She's the one that found happiness or whatever, and married and has babies and all this kind of stuff. And somebody said, and I'm friends with her on Facebook and everything. And somebody said, I mean, Amy and I used to talk back in the day, and somebody said, did you not know that Amy like kicked her man out of the house and she's like filing for divorce, or I don't even know if she's married or whatever. And I was like, I think she's married. And I was like, no, I didn't know that. That was in, the show just ended its last, or its newest season though. Sisters Renewed. Yeah, season 4 just came back together. Oh, it says, that it seems like it got renewed for like, wait. I might go back and do like, watch the season and then do like episodes like watching like the whole season and what I think of the whole season and stuff like that too. That would be kind of interesting. I don't know, you know. So anyway, let me know what you think about all that in the comment section. We don't take it too seriously, do we now? All right, well listen you guys, I'm gonna get off here now. My hair looks kind of nice tonight, doesn't it? I clean up all right. Don't you think? Don't you think? I don't know much about clothes, but my hair looks fierce. But anyway, this is what I love about like summer weather and humidity, because I took a shower and then I came and I sat out here and I let my hair I just combed it over, and then I came out here because my hair is pretty thick, and I just let it like air dry, and then I went inside and I put this hair product on, and it's this hair product actually that I like tested out like 3 or 4 years ago, and it comes in like a little, it's like a paste, and it comes in like a little black container. I can't remember what it's called. It starts with a P, PA something, but I got it at Target, like in the men's section, and I love it because it's like, my hair's still light. The thing is, when I do that to my hair, it doesn't like leave any product on my hair, but then it's really easy to like make like put my hair into position. Put my hair into position too. So anyway, I'm gonna get off here now, but thank you for hanging out with me, and I hope that you guys are having a magically amazing Thursday. It's almost the weekend, and so thank you. And if nobody else has told you this today, I hope that you, I forgot what I was saying. If nobody else has told you this today, I love you. And remember these 3 very important things. 1, you can start your day over whenever you want. 2, practice random acts of kindness, but shh, don't tell anyone. And 3, most importantly, make sure that you reach out to somebody and let them know how much they mean to you. You might be putting a smile on their face. You might be cheering them up. You might be making their day. You might be just making them feel better about themselves. And also, love one another a little bit more. What do I say? Be kinder to one another, love one another a little bit more, and be kinder and love yourselves. I don't know why I forgot that. And be kinder and love yourselves a little bit more. It's the most important. And I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye. Love you. Oh, and for those that need to hear it and those that want to hear it. Oh, and by the way, Troy posted on the Vloggeritas group. For those of you that would care, the quesarita is going away. It will be no longer at Taco Bell. I love that Troy gives us updates on Taco Bell. I am so appreciative of it because I love Taco Bell. But anyway, and for those that need to hear it, and those that want to hear it, those that want to hear it, and those that need to hear it, and those that just happen to stick around, one more, I love you. I love you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Love you. Happy birthday, Lena.